Hey, Crushing It 2021. How are you guys? Welcome to version 2.0. This is Crushing It Dig Deeper. So I'm hoping this Friday we're actually going to have a live coaching session with Cindy, has volunteered to be on one of our first time live online coaching people. So stay tuned for that on Friday. Hopefully we'll give you some times in advance. If not, you can find it here or on the YouTube channel. So today I had some really great training from a man named Damon Fires. Phenomenal young man. Somebody who came from nothing and took the necessary action to create something from nothing. Absolutely phenomenal. And I think that's what we all want to do, right? And I think inside of us all, we know we have greatness in there somewhere. We just don't exactly ever know how to activate it, or we start something and we give up. So I want to talk to you about the 3 steps that he gave us today on how to create something from nothing. And that's not what he called it, but that's what I'm going to call it. So, number 1, confusion is the killer of all production. So I know in my life, I have often been confused about what's next. Now, that doesn't matter if it's a fitness program, a weight loss program, an eating program, a spiritual program, any kind of program, or any kind of momentum or stepping forward. Sometimes we don't take action because we don't know what to do. So the first thing you have to do is get clear on your goal, clear on where you want to go, and clear on the steps it's going to take to get there. So clarity, right? In clarity, there is absolute power. And I just want you to think about that for a second, because I know if you do, it will resonate with you. You know for sure that when you've been clear, I'm going to lose weight. And that's it. Or even the better, more powerful thing to say would be, I am not going to be fat anymore. I'm not going to be overweight anymore, right? The I'm not statement, we've talked about that on here before. Whatever it is, it's clarity. So what am I going to do about it? Well, I'm going to start walking. I'm going to walk every day. It could be as simple as that, right? Clarity. Next is enthusiasm. High energy is contagious, and it's contagious for you too. And here's one of my biggest struggles. I'm on a big journey to change my life in a big way. And sometimes you can just keep clicking along and you think, God, nothing's happening. He said, that's good. Good. Because that's when you're going someplace. All the lessons are in the times when you feel like you're going nowhere. As long as you keep moving forward, something is going to happen, as long as you're making course corrections too. So you want to create the enthusiasm to keep moving forward no matter what, no matter how you feel about it. And this is the number one thing. This is the killer of all of us in everything. Even my husband said to me this morning, are we going to walk today? And I was like, I was just so frustrated with how my whole day was starting. And he was asking me if we were going to walk. And we've been on this 100-day transformation. I was like, and I was mad at him. Not really. I was mad at myself because I didn't want to walk, right? I did it anyway, because it's in doing the things that we don't want to do that creates the transformation. So creating the enthusiasm to keep going even when you don't want to, and it doesn't matter what it is in life, that's what you have to do. And remember, excitement's an emotion. You need to learn to create that emotion yourself and not let your feelings dictate your life. That's what most of us do, and that's why most of us don't get anywhere. We let our feelings dictate where we're going to go. Then also, don't entertain negativity. Okay, so I could just run a string of negativity on the direction I'm trying to go and how I'm not getting there as fast as I think I should, or it's not working, or maybe I'm not meant for this, maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to do, blah, 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 blah. I have one very focused, intentional goal. I know that's what I want, so I cannot entertain the negativity around any conversation that I might have or anybody around me could possibly have that would perpetuate more negativity. And that's what's going to happen. Instead, you have to go, okay, I'm negative right now. What can I do to create enthusiasm? What can I do to create action where there isn't any, where I need to make action happen? What can I do to get into the solution, not stay in the problem? And how can I reframe this? How can I reframe this differently? So my favorite reframe is life happens for us, not to us. I used to always say everything happens exactly as it should. I like that better than, everything works out, blah, blah, blah. I don't like that one. I had to reframe that for myself. But I like thinking, okay, so this looks really bad, right? But obviously this is exactly what's supposed to happen. I'm going to use this really cool story that I like. So let's say I'm gonna talk about Sam. And Sam wants to get married. Okay, Sam wants to get married. Oh, he just wants to meet the perfect girl. He just really wants to get married. And there's Sally in his office, and he thinks Sally is just the perfect girl. He's attracted to her. She's fun and funny. They like some of the same things. And so he puts all his attention on focusing on Sally. But Sally's not paying any attention to him. Well, he could get really negative and just go to the place of, see, there's nobody out there who wants to date me. I thought she was like the perfect person for me, but she doesn't like me. So, you know what? I just think I'm probably going to be single for the rest of my life. Or he continue to create the enthusiasm about the relationship that he actually wants and be in the frame of excitement of what's going to happen and reframe the circumstances. You know what? Sally there, she's shown me some of the things that I really want in a woman. She's fun. She's funny. We both like hiking. I want somebody who wants to hike with me. I'm getting real clear on the picture of the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Thank you, Sally, for being that person for me. He doesn't even have to say that to her, but to himself, he could say, you know what? I'm really glad Sally came into my life. And what he may not know is that Susie's right around the corner. She's about to come to work at the same office, and she is actually the perfect person for him. So we need to reframe our conversations in our head. Our life is created in the conversations we have about it. So we have to reframe those conversations to be creative conversations that are going to create what we want, because you're creating all the time, whether you want to or not, and reframe things into the powerfulness of who you are and what you want to create in your life. And lastly, intensity. So I've been watching the undercover billionaire on Discovery Plus with Grant Cardone, and it's fantastic. I highly recommend, if you want to create something in your life, go watch this. But also get Grant Cardone's book. Follow him on Facebook and Instagram. He has a philosophy of something called 10X. And his philosophy is no problem you have can't get better by doing more for it or more of it, right? So if you need customers, you need to do more things that are going to attract customers to you, right? If you're upset with your customers, he actually puts it like this, if you're getting resentful of your customers or your team or your children or anything, that's because, well, not children maybe, but that's because you probably don't have enough of them, because you're spending so much focus and you resent them because you're depending on them. So what you want to do is go get more customers. Your attitude will change, first of all, and so it will reframe the other relationships naturally, or realign them naturally. Don't quit. If you don't quit, you can't lose. No matter what it is, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, reevaluate, and get going again. This is why I don't like the idea of, if you fall off your nutrition plan or you fall off your exercise program or whatever, your meditation plan, whatever, you restarting the count. I'm not a fan of this because it always puts us back to ground zero, like we're starting over. Don't do that, guys. Just say, I'm doing this, and keep going. Keep your eye on the goal, keep your focus on the intention, and just keep going. So don't quit. 10X it, do more of it. What do you want in your life? So more of it could mean join the 100-day transformation. Do 100 days of something that you know you can do 100 days of. So in other words, we started the 100-day transformation for us, Eric and I, just saying we're going to walk every day for 100 days. We're going to move our body every day. So even if it was raining, if we couldn't go out, we could still move our body in the house. And it's already changed us, because now we're doing more, because we want to do more. We have a minimum level of accepted activity in our life, and we're doing the commitment to that for 100 days. So that to me is more. Don't try to do 30 days. Don't try to do a week. Say, I'm doing this for 100 days. I can walk every day for 10 minutes, 20 minutes for 100 days. So that's what I'm going to do. Commit to a minimum level and do it every day, and do it for 100 days. John Assaraf, who I really, really like, it's all about, he calls it neurogymnastics or I don't remember, but he's all about reprogramming the brain by actually creating new neurons in your brain. And how do you do that? The quickest way is to do it every day, all the time, for the longest period of time possible, so his commitment is always to 100 days. 100 days to transform anything in your life. So what do you want to transform in your life? What are you going to commit to doing for 100 days? Drop it in the comments below. If you're here on YouTube, thank you guys so much for being here. If you like this video, hit the like button so I can know that this is the kind of content you want to hear more of. Thanks for being here. Take care and see you soon.